Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Brooklyn Barons taking on the Houston Oilers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Brooklyn Barons. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Farrell. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Farrell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They'll try the left side. McDonald, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Farrell. Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They run the counter. McDonald, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Oilers, nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
46. A gain of 7. 1st down, Oilers.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for number 88.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Farrell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Farrell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Farrell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Farrell. And he fends him off. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Farrell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
1st down and 10 at
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
from the gun. Farrell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. McDonald, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Farrell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the gun, Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At their own 20. Houston set to take over, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd down, Kendrick. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Right at midfield. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Don't do us like that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burgess.
The pass.
14 yards there on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The running back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And his kick is good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Farrell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun. Farrell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
What's the deal, dog?
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Cooks flashing the footwork. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Farrell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now,
can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 31-yard
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain of 5.
On second down now. McDonald, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Houston.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
Down and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Farrell over the middle, complete. That's Reed. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Farrell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Reynolds pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Down and 10.
Houston set to take over.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
1st down, Oilers.
looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Oilers.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To number 87. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And as a result, possession switches hands. On 1st and 10, Farrell, quick hitter here, it's complete. Farrell, a gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Off the play fake, Farrell. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete.
That's good.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Oilers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass.
3 yards to gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 16 yards.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On first down, McDonald, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out comes Houston.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Farrell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down. Farrell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down. Farrell. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Farrell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, Farrell got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard
Houston set to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 9.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Farrell's pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to